I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will learn how to find whether the given data represents direct variation or partial variation. Question is, consider the data given in the table below. Does it represent a direct or a partial variation? Explain. Determine y for x equals to 10 and determine x for y equals to 25. So if x is 10, let us say, we have to find the value of y, and if y is 25, then we have to find the value of x. So these are the other two parts. First part is, does it represent direct or partial variation? That's the first part. Now, when will data represents direct variation? Direct variation means we have a fixed ratio. That is to say, if I double x value, in that case y value should also get doubled. Now here y is not getting doubled. 5 times 2 is 10, not 9. So it is not direct. So this is partial variation. So how did we find it? We find from the ratios. So the ratio of the data is not proportional. That is to say that 5 divided by 2, the ratio of these two, is not equal to 9 divided by 4. You can select any two set of points, and then if the ratio is not same, so not constant, right? So it is not constant. Whenever we have direct variation, in that case we have constant or proportionality. Since this ratio is not constant, it is not direct. So now we know it is partial. So we have partial variation. Now how to get quickly the equation for partial variation? This is very important to understand. Now I'll show you a simple technique of doing so. What we find is that as we increase by 1 on the x side, y value increases by 2. Do you see this is going up by 2? Let's write on this side. This is going up by 2 each time, right? So that means for 1, if I go back, I have to reduce by 2, right? So I'll get 3. And if I further go down to 0, reducing by 2 will give me 1, right? So if x is 0, y is 1. So what we have here is, if x is 0, y is 1. So that also shows it is partial. Is it okay? Because for direct, you have 0, 0, correct? Not 0, 1. So, but this gives you one more idea. That is, when x is 0, that time the fixed cost is 1. I mean, in this case, the value for y is 1. Therefore, I could write a relation y equals to that 1 plus rate at which it is going up. It is going up by 2 by 2x. So that becomes the equation from the data, correct? So that is easy way of finding the equation. There are other ways of finding also, which we'll discuss at the end of the video. Well, this is the best way to find the equation. Now from the equation we can find the other terms, that is determine y for x equals to 10. So for x equals to 10 we can write 10 here, so we get y equals to 1 plus 2 times 10, which is 21, right? So we get 21 here. The second part is find x for y equals to 21. So write 25 here, right? So we'll write 25 for y. So we have 25 equals to 1 plus 2x. Find x. So 25 minus 1 equals to 2x, which is 24, right? Equals to 2x. We can divide by 2 on both the sides. So 12 equals to x. So for 25, it should be 12 here. So that is how you can find x and y values from the given data, right? So that is how you should be solving such a question. Alternate method to get this equation, which we got directly using this technique, is, let me show you the alternate method. We can say equation of the line is y equals to mx plus b, right? And we can find the value of m and b using two set of points, correct? 2 and 5, for example, 3 and 7, maybe the other point, correct? So we can write 5 for y equals to 2 for x, which is 2x, that means 2m plus b. That becomes one equation. And I'm sorry, this is 5, okay. And 7 and 3 for x, 3m plus b. Now from these two equations, we can take away one from the other. So we get the value of m, right? 7 minus 5 is 2. So we get m as 2, right? So which is this value of m. And substituting that value of m back, we get the value of b, right? So that is how you can get b as 1. So that is the alternate method which you can explore, right? Now I prefer this. It is very fast and quick method, as you can see. So you could use either of these methods and find the solution. Thank you and all the best.